Here's an update on the 180. It's been a couple weeks since I did a video, so I figured I'd try this live thing out. So I'm going to go over a few of the plants in here too. The Crypt undulata, or I'm not even sure if that's what this is, but I'm pretty sure. The Java Fern back there is looking pretty good. Not too much light on that. The Anubias is looking decent. I've got some Rotala Wallichi back there. It's really hard to see. If you can see that back there, the ferny kind of plant. It's actually got kind of like a, if you look at it, when you pull it out of the water, it's kind of like pink, the leaves. Pretty cool stuff. It's doing pretty well back there. I think it needs a little bit more light. I just got these Tiger Lotus back here. Kind of hard to see. There we go. There's one up here too. Definitely like Tiger Lotus, one of my favorites. I just trimmed back the sage tonight. I was getting pretty tall. I also increased my lights a little bit because I found that this was growing really tall, so it's kind of telling me that it's looking for light. So I boosted up my lights a little bit. There's a couple hours where it's really intense light during the day to try to help this out. But all in all, it's looking pretty good. It's spreading out pretty good. The Amazon sword's just taking over. I had two other ones in here. As you can see, there's like a bare spot back here. And there's actually one right here, and you can see where some of the fluorite came up when I pulled the plant. I put those in my 40 breeder. They were just going to be too big to keep where they were. It would have drowned everything out. So to try to keep 3 Amazon swords that are growing that fast, I decided to take them out, and they're in my other tank. So looking to get I've got a couple more plants on the way. When I get those in, I'll do an update. But they're going to go in right about here. And let's see here. The Alterant Thera Reneki is doing really good. It's I've got quite a bit of it. I got a couple bushels here. My main focus has been trying to get this to bush out and get into a decent size area of the tank, because I really like this stuff a lot. So that's doing really well. It's growing really fast. I got to keep trimming it off. It just goes right to the top. But once a week I'm trimming these down. So this one's just about at the top here. Here's a nice view of the top of it. See if I can get this glass out of the way so you can get a nice view of the top here. So pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. Some of my Rotala is doing good. I think this is a colorata, however you pronounce it, species here. It's actually like an orangey color if you look at it just right. It's really hard to see usually when you look up at it, but it's going to be really hard to get a picture of it, but that's doing pretty good. I've been trying to snip that and replant it and trying to make that a larger area because I like that stuff. It's pretty cool. And some myrophilium back there. I think that's aquaticum. It's red stem. It's doing pretty good. So all in all, things are doing pretty well. I'm trying to figure out how to... Okay, cool. What up, fish behind glass? I just realized how to see that you guys are watching. I just got your message, so cool. Yep, gonna do a water change tonight and wait for my plants to come in here pretty soon. And there's a couple plants I ordered that I was real excited about that they didn't have in stock, so that's always a bummer. It was a Japonica. Not really sure exactly what, it was a Japonica, a real slow growing plant, really cool looking plant. Hard to explain. I wish I had a picture of it or something I'd show you, but hopefully when that's in stock I'll get that and throw it in here. I was going to put that down here in the front because it would have been a really good spot for it. Yeah, playing around with a little moss down here too. I kind of move it around from time to time. I'll try to put it on the driftwood and stuff. But really I want to get some Christmas tree moss. I was going to order some up. Kind of forgot on this last order, but I'll probably get some of that and try to attach some of that to the wood to kind of give a little bit of a more natural look. Here's a look at this side of the tank. Sorry, this wire's annoying. There we go. Cranking the CO2. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I like red too, man. My plants really don't, I don't know, they don't get as red as they look. So there's definitely something I need. I can't imagine it'd be CO2 because I'm doing quite a bit of CO2. I do dose iron, and I don't know. Who knows? It could be anything, but I definitely want to get some more plants with color because I think it does look cool. You know, staggering them in between the green plants, and so yeah, you can really see the CO2 coming out. It's coming out of that return right there. There you go. You can kind of see it coming out that way, but anyway, I got a bunch of power heads in here that kind of circulate it around. Try to keep it pretty even in here. Yeah. Yeah, the water's pretty clear, man. I just got a new bulb for my UV sterilizer, and I picked up those 2 new Eheim filters, and I think those are doing a pretty good job. Yeah, it's funny, there was that thing online the other day, I forget if it was on Aquascape in the World or one of those Facebook channels, but they were talking about the tannins and stuff, and you know, there's a lot of people that like those, and you know, there's a lot of people that don't, and I'm definitely one that doesn't like them. Just don't really particularly care for that, but it's yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure if yeah, I don't know. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Ricardo? Yeah, I do fertilize, man. I do a micro macro, kind of like an EI method. So when I, you know, do my weekly water change, I'm kind of resetting the levels and dump in new stuff. I do a little Excel too, in conjunction with the CO2. I find that that helps a lot. And definitely a lot of iron. And yeah, that's my regimen for fertilizing. The ADA soil, this tank's pretty fresh too, so I don't really have to go too crazy yet. There's a lot of stuff in the substrate as well. But all in all, most of the plants are looking pretty decent. I want to add a little bit of driftwood too, I think, pretty soon. I definitely need a little bit more in here. Yeah, I do potassium. I think that's in micro or macro though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure a micro-macro mix covers. I don't know which one it's in, but I'm pretty sure it does. But I do have potassium on the side, and I do add a little bit of that too. I heard it can, if you go too crazy with potassium, because I don't have a test kit, that you definitely can melt out some of your plants. I don't know, like jungle val. I don't have it, but some of the sensitive plants, if you go crazy with that, you could melt it, but you do have to put quite a bit in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This is kind of my first video, so I'm not super prepared, but I just wanted to do an update, try this live thing out. But thanks, guys, for checking it out and commenting and all that. I'll definitely do another one of these soon. This is pretty cool stuff here. You guys have a good night.